Alright, today on the Emilio Exploring channel we are at the Pioneer Cemetery, which is across from the Fred Meyer down in Auburn. It's also sometimes called the Slaughter Cemetery or Fawcett Cemetery or the Japanese Cemetery. And it's just this little corner section here. And it's on Auburn Way North. And we're going to take a look right now. So if we work our way into the cemetery, you can see that the trees are changing here in Auburn. That's kind of cool. But the significant thing about this cemetery is it actually has a lot of Japanese Americans buried here, and we can check it out here. Here's a little more information. So here it says the history of Japan immigration and the Buddhist temple. Since the 1890s, Auburn has been home to many Japanese immigrants. And then we got a little information there. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. By 1941, about 24% of Auburn's population were people of Japanese ancestry. Auburn's White River Buddhist Temple was formally established in 1912 with approximately 100 members. It was the second Buddhist congregation in Washington State and the 18th on the West Coast. Wow, look at this. And then here's a little more information. Hopefully you guys can read that. So unfortunately, during World War II, all persons of Japanese ancestry on the West Coast were forcibly moved into incarceration camps in Idaho and California, which is very sad. So it says that they were moved to the camps in California and Idaho. I also heard that the Puyallup Fair was a camp, but I'm not 100% sure on that anymore. So before I check out the stones, I wanted to kind of look over here. There's actually a maple, I think it's a Japanese maple, and then in the corner over here we have a tombstone that says Hart, and this is the Hart family over here. I read that they don't bury people here anymore. It stopped quite a while ago, but there's actually quite a bit of space, and I think there's also unclaimed graves, if I understand what I was reading correctly. And yeah, a lot of these are pretty old. And yeah, we got another one over here. There's also one there as well, and a stone here, and a rhododendron. This one's pretty interesting here. All right, let's we'll do the loop. Here we have the James E. Fawcett, 1858 to September 1927. So I saw that sometimes this is referred to as the Fawcett Cemetery, which would have been that family. There's also a little bit of gravel section to park. And then as you can see, a lot of the names are people of Japanese descent. Pretty interesting. Really pretty stones. Let's check out this spot that is talking about the pioneer side to the place. A site rich in history and memories and meanings. Originally the Fawcett family burial ground, by the 1880s became a regional cemetery. And there's some information. Wow. And this town was originally named Slaughter. Why so many Japanese names? It kind of ties in to the other board we were reading. We should find these statues. We'll have to find this one here. Oh, it's over there. We're gonna check that out in a second. Hopefully you guys can read that. So there's a lot of graves that look kind of Americanized, I guess, traditional. And then behind there's a lot of, I guess, more Japanese traditional style, I believe. I'm really glad that they still have this here and they maintain it. It's super well maintained. I think it's important not to forget things from the past. So, you know, this is a good reminder of the people that lived here and worked here and had families and businesses, and then something horrible like a world war can just tear everything apart from you, and it's just you can learn a lot to not repeat stuff like that. So close to the entrance, I see a plaque, and I actually met Mae Yamada. I met her at the I think it's like a museum or an archive down the road. I was doing a school project and I actually talked to her and I learned a lot. I talked to her in 2009, I believe. So this is kind of strange to see this. She was really nice, and she let me and my friends from school interview her, and it was just total coincidence. I actually didn't know a whole lot about the Japanese story in Auburn until I met Mae, and she explained a lot of the stuff. If I remember correctly, one of her relatives helped create the PTA, and her family was business owners, and I believe they were farmers, and they were in the community, and I guess I'm really lucky to have met her in 2009. Yeah, I met her in 2009. Super knowledgeable, super engaging, and full of knowledge. That was the coolest part. I didn't really expect to see this here. I don't know. Just she was really cool. I really am glad I met her and got to interview her. Okay, here's some of the shrines. You can see that there's two that look original, and then these pretty neat ones with the writing. I can't read the writing. I wish I could. Well, looks like some of these could be pioneer tombs. Died 1880. That's pretty old. And then you have some more Japanese American ones. It's pretty. I don't know how to feel. It's so strange. These plants are, they're Korean something. They have these little red fruits. I just went somewhere that had the name on it, so I'm kind of, but I can't remember what it was. 1898. Here's some more Pioneer era tombstones. Pretty neat out here. Alright guys, so that's going to do it from the Auburn Slaughter Fawcett Japanese Cemetery in Auburn. It's a really nice cemetery. It's by the road, but once you're in here and you start looking at everything, it's not too bad. I love the history here, not exactly what happened, but that these people were in the community and this is where they lived. And it's really well maintained. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see other videos like this and stay up to date with all of my new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, if you come here, you can park at the Fred Meyer or in the lot over here. It's a cool little bit of history. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.